Good evening, ladies and
Terms.
we are here live with you and me, of course, your beloved, friendly
Neighborhood.
MalO. I am here. Welcome, everyone. Hi. Woo. How's everyone doing? It is 6 p.m. on a Friday night. It is Friday in California, as you know. Hi! I am not that handsome. I'm only partially handsome. I am adorable. Too, of course. MalO's version of Doom Eternal. I am the Doom guy. Well, I'd be the Doom MalO, and that's right. I'd be the Doom MalO. Oof. Hold on. Let me get this off of this funny wiring behind me. Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. Barista, hello. Thank you for the compliments, by the way. Hi, Frog. It's been a little while. You know, the last time I remember seeing you was a little bit after Atomic Heart. I believe. That was a long time ago. That was like 2.5, near 3 years ago, Mr.
Big shot.
Exotic handsome. Maybe a little bit. Maybe I'm a little bit handsome. See, you take off the Spampton glasses. I'm a Saturday night. Ah, thank you. I try my bestest. I'm not the bestest. I try. Oh, yeah. Oh, really? Frogman. There was a different Frogman. Usually I'm good at remembering names. Yours does look familiar, but I guess I was the wrong Frogman. Other Frogman used to come in. Back, like many years ago. Hi, Desk. There'll be no thirsting over MalO. Grab the water bottle, Desk. You know what I should do? You know what? Aw. You know what I should do? At the very least, you know what I should do? Desk. Here you go. Have fun.
Big shot.
Just like me. If you don't know, and also while I'm at it, if you're not following, that is a mistake. If you're not following the Desk SCP, you should, because they are the voice of Alto Clef. Also, the main writer, yes?
Desk.
There we go. Crawley.
To the kitchen.
What game was that? I've not seen that game before. I don't mind compliments, though. Don't mind me. I do like compliments. Just remember, there's a line between compliments and the other thing. But hi, hello. Project Unknown. I'm taking a note.
I'm doing it twice.
Because I am Santa Claus this day. Hi, Weretib friend. Hello. And Gix. Hello, friend, too. For duo friends. Hello. Project Unknown. I'm writing that down. I need to get you that sound effect still with Cypher. Project. Oh, well, while I'm at it. There we go. Oh, you get. Yeah, I said hi, Cypher.
Oh, fun. Look at this pathetic little scum.
Now you want to talk about thirst? Cypher.
Not after that.
Fucking. Of course, it was that one. There are more thighs than fox. Well, that's true. They are a cat, so. That was my best MalO or Spampton laugh. You just gotta grab life by the
Silly strings.
Are you sick of your? Are you sick and tired of your
$4.99.
life? You just gotta grab life by its.
Silly strings.
What were you echoing, or was that just maybe an audio bug on my part? Maybe. Hold on, I'll shout out you both again, just because. Just because we'll see if there's a.
We're gonna let that. Ow!
I don't hear an echo in
Really?
this one.
Come on.
You cannot break me. I didn't hear no echo on that one. Shout out Cypher again. Does it? Does it sound odd? It might be odd. Is it? Let me hear. Let me see.
Fee, fi, fo, fun. Look at this pathetic little scum.
Weird. I think I see double audio, yes.
Not after that.
If I mute that, then I is that on a an incorrect property? Shout out. Monitor and output. Okay. We want to monitor only mute output. Okay. I think that's why this clip, because it might be the only one you've had in like the last 30 days. I'm not sure. That or the pool might be a little small in the last 30 days. So that might be the problem. Hold on. Let me give me I'm going to give myself a shout out. How about them apples? Oh, how could I? Both traps, count them, both traps got used because the game's so funny. I love that when I click to grab something and put it on something, yeah, that happens. That's terrifying, actually. I don't like that. Why was this clipped? I was like exhausted at this point. I had been going for about, I want to say I had been going for 10 hours. No, 9 hours, 9 to 10 hours at that point. So I was just like getting real exhausted and tired. It's usually yeah, I'd have to fix that, but it's usually every couple months to 30 days. Quote, I think clown representation is weak in this society. Oh god, I forgot I said that. Let me shout. So did you guys hear an echo from that one too? Queen, and they are wearing zero the mask. The funny
I'm gonna shave your cat. Bald.
Are you gonna shave
the pussy? Yes.
No, I meant I was thinking of our friend with one eye, but then I forgot Necro Kitten's name for a second because I was up till 4 in the morning. I don't know who's clipping these clips. It's not me. Mine was fine. Strange. Oh, wait. Maybe I did fix it. Maybe I did. Maybe it's now no longer outputting it. So, yeah, I think I did it. Yay! That's a good sign, chat. By the way, speaking of Desk, I'm stealing his content tonight. Hee hee. Ha ha. Hee hee. Oh, what? Which one? Well, wait. There was a lot of things that I've said that you can say, bro, what? I am way derpy. Oh, I'm sorry, Cypher. That's the reason why I do a lot of my own clips, is because if I don't, then nobody does the thing. Sometimes, and I say that, and those last 2 clips, I don't know who clipped them, but they're there. Aw, Cypher, I'm sorry. I know that feeling. And I get horny clipped. Of course, the horny clip, because well, don't you know Twitch chat is one of the horniest degenerates out there? Is it like a single degenerate? You're all a hive mind. You got that from MalO. One clip to survive November. Yeah, that's it. You'll only have the one. That's it. That's all you get, Luigi. One clip for the entire section of November. That's true, Cypher. That's true. I didn't want to say it. Because I saw the obvious, but saying it felt like it was a little rude. By the by, I heard y'all like horror, right? I heard today. Guess what, chat? Today, something came out. Something interesting. Something that we've been waiting for a long time. A certain YouTuber, a certain person who likes milk and having strong bones, has finally released their legendary movie that they were making, that they gave up the entire FNAF movie series for. If you know what I'm talking. Neutron. Yeah, I think it's Neuron. It's Neutron activation. Jimmy Neutron. Just a normal day in the Neutron household. Fused to become more deranged. I mean, I've heard what happens at TwitchCon, so. Chat, say hello to the Iron Lung final trailer. It comes. Markiplier.
Hey, everybody!
Markiplier's coming. And I wanted to react
See that question
to
in your
this.
eyes? For what purpose do we remain alone in the dark?
Beginning the descent. Cruising depth in roughly 2 minutes. Stand by.
Can I got a quick question before we continue. Was this, I know this game was an indie game, this Iron Lung, which I actually haven't played yet. I've played some spin-off games of Iron Lung. Was this made by his editor, Lexion? Or was that a different game? Because I know Lexion, or whatever his name was, has made Lixion, thank you. I know Lixion has made some horror games in the past, which is really cool. He's an editor and a video game creator, but I'm not sure if this was the one. Okay, it was a different one. I remember that he's done a few. He did one that had something to do with a subway. David Sminsky. It's crazy that him and David Sminsky worked on this. It's wild that they made a video game movie like this.
That very same question.
I'm seeing some voltage irregularities on the instrument, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Why would there be flames? You did test this thing, right?
Why would there be flames? That would be my first question too. Why would things be on fire underwater? Why do they explode? Oh, okay, that makes sense. The same guy who made Dusk. All right, that makes sense.
This is the test. Closing porthole shielding.
Where's the reason for this quiet rapture?
Based on it.
Too few to rebuild. Too many to feed.
Andrew Hulshult. Curious. Andrew Hulshult. Do I know that name? Yes. Yes, I do know that name. Yep, that's what I thought. Yep. I knew that name. He did Nightmare Reaper and Dusk's soundtrack. So, ha! That's amazing. They got the same guy who did the Dusk to do this. I guess he was on call. That's interesting. I knew I recognized that. Funny thing, one of my videos on YouTube got copyright claimed by quote unquote Andrew Hulshult, which I proved was wrong because it wasn't the company that works with Andrew Hulshult. And then I got my video back because YouTube's such a amazing and wonderfully on point software and company. Okay, Frogman, thank you for coming in. Understandable, frogs need to take baths too. I'm so fresh YouTube can suck my nuts.
You're the first one down. All we have are surface scans, that's why you're there. Well, one of the reasons.
Ooh. I gotta say, seeing the like panel, seeing the bat panel in a IRL instead of a game kind of makes it look it makes it look a little like a Disney ride. Thank you for the hugs, Project. Skibbity MalO would be perfectly cursed. I hate that. I hate that. Does that mean all Skibbity merch is now illegal? You know, speaking of, I thought I heard not long ago that the Skibbity guy lost. I think he lost, didn't he? He lost some. I think he lost the rights to something in his own thing. His channel was wiped. You know, I'm not surprised. Yeah, he lost the rights to his own channel. That's right. I had heard about that. Which, you know, I gotta say, I bet he's feeling flushed. Haha. Well, I mean, here's the thing. That's right. Well, let me put it this way. The guy used a software and assets from a different company. He made the entire series based off of Gary's mod and, well, which was also an asset flip of Valve's content, i.e. Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, Portal 2, Portal 1, all that. That was all assets under a different company. Obviously, and Valve didn't get a hold of the thing. It's not Valve that has the channel now. I know that much. But when you're using that kind of thing and then you grow the channel so big to the point that it's almost a household common name, you're going to need to do some, you know, finagling when you start getting popular. You're going to have to start making things with your own content and have to redo everything, lest you get into trouble like this. If you're going to keep it free to watch, but that's different. But big trouble now. The thing is that he made his own material, but also he kept a lot of the stuff that was from the series, original Valve thing in his show. The problem is that when you get that big and you start merchandising yourself where you don't have constant legal airtight situations, like he did that. I think that was the problem, was he did not have an airtight, secure contract, and because of that, he lost everything. And that's when you do something like that, when you start making like content like that and you start getting really big, you have to make sure everything is plausible, passes green, and there are no legal loopholes that other companies can use against you. And unfortunately, since he made so much stuff that was in the gray area, oops. And see, that's why I do the same thing. I'm on legally gray territory. Because that's why we're in Creative Commons. If you scroll down my stream a little ways, I think if you, and maybe it's not on my Twitter, but or on my YouTube, it's not here. I guess oh no, there it is. So the content that I create is under Creative Commons, which is through the SCP Foundation. It is a kind of like, so long as you source your information and things and stuff like that, it falls under fair use. I have a link to the original SCP-1471 wiki page and tell people to go see that because that is what I'm legally required to do. And because I do that, I can basically be who I am through that fact. If, say, this SCP were to pull plug, if SCP-1471, the writer decided to pull their thing off of the SCP Commons channel, I no longer have those rights. Then I would have to change things around a bit, which fucking sucks. But not much I can do about that. But I am also my own entity. Therefore, if I do a few tweaks here and there, legally, I wouldn't be in the red. It's good to know a lot about this information ahead of time, or you will get into trouble. And I guarantee that's what Markiplier did. We're going to loop it right back down to Iron Lung. Also, hi, Jack. I was kind of in the moment. Also, hi, Pyther. And Subpar. Subpar! When was the last time you fought for democracy? A few months ago. So are you showing us laws? Kind of. It's kind of like, I'm not showing you laws specifically. I'm just like, I'm just saying if you're going to be creating something, you really need to know Creative Commons laws, content laws, that sort of thing. Especially if you start making it big. That's when you really need to know that information. MalO is lawyer. I am no, don't hire me. I'd be as bad as what's his name from The Simpsons? Hutz. Wasn't it Michael Hutz? Yeah, if you start making it big, get a lawyer. That is very important. NJ, your OC probably more than likely is perfectly fine. My writing is based off another person's writing, which is Creative Commons. Yeah, Phil Hartman's character from The Simpsons. Yes. Real OC, do not steal. So probably, what's his name, should have gotten a lawyer and got some contracting done, and more than likely should have redone the Skibbity Toilet series on something else in a different program or with different assets. He was on too much of legally gray territory, especially since Gary's mod is kind of legally gray.
Can we just agree this is important?
Blood.
Food, air. We need this, not just the COI, all of us. We need this.
There aren't enough of us left. to be throwing lives away, but there is too much at stake not to take calculated risks. Eden doesn't
Blood.
understand that. You don't understand that.
The blood looks good.
I just want to live.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mark. Was that for a line read for the movie, or was that something he said while he was in the hospital in his multiple trips? Oh no. He got Krampus. I think yes, I believe he.
Wrong.
Is it? Oh,
Why doesn't anybody else want that?
hold on, hold on.
Is that so wrong?
That's so wrong.
Why doesn't anybody else want that?
I guess it's only in theaters until on January 30th. That's interesting. He actually was able to get it into theaters. I might want to go see that. I haven't been to a movie theater in a very long time. I love the way he said those lines. It sounded funny. I'm sorry. It's Marky Moo. I grew up with Marky Moo, so
Anybody else want that?
does anybody else want that? He sounds like he's slightly constipated. It's only in America. Aww. I bet you it's not even in the area, my area, or any area I can get to very readily. Also, that was yeah. Okay, so final thoughts. My thoughts on this are, I feel like they are doing a good job putting something together that's basically going to be in only a very confined box. I'm hoping it will turn out well. I'm wondering how long the movie is, though. I'm wondering if it's going to be an hour or an hour and 15. Because I'd say that a movie like this would be better as either a short film, so about 30 minutes long, or 45 minutes. Anything above an hour is too much, unless you're doing a lot of world building, which I am not 100% positive if that's what the route they're going to go through, because if this is quote unquote based on, hold on,
Alone in the dark.
where was it? It said somewhere along the base.
Cruising depth in roughly 2 minutes. Stand by.
I do like the coloring. I do like the style. I like the camera work.
Instrument, so keep an eye out for sparks or flames or anything like that.
Why would there be flames? You did test.
I love that they got super creative with the camera angles. Like you got the speaker in the foreground, him in the background.
This is the test.
It's based on Iron Lung. Yeah,
Where's
it's
the-
not one for one, which a little bit rough. It was a little disappointing because it would have been cool if they had gotten David Smisky to give his 2 cents, like his writing into this, and that way we could get a little bit more story on the world building that this universe takes place in. That would be really cool. That would make this like 10 times cooler. It's still cool, don't get me wrong, but the idea of going to watch the movie and learning more about that world because we're actually watching a movie instead of playing the game, I think that would be a great idea.
The reason for this quiet rapture.
Yeah, there's a lot of world building in that small game. The guy that makes this, David, he does a great job. I mean, he did a great job in Dusk. I still need to replay that game again to see what the funny secrets there were, because there was story elements that I missed. You have to play it again.
Build. Too many to feed.
You're the first one down.
I am a great game.
Scans, that's why you're there. Well,
Koi.
one of the reasons.
So who was that? A dead corpse or something? Then everything started coming all sides.
Important. Food, air. We need this, not just the CO, all of us. We need this.
Flesh.
There aren't
Flesh.
enough of us left to be throwing lives away, but there is too much at stake not to take calculated risks.
You are
Understand that. You don't
me
understand
and
that.
many. Legion.
I just want to live. Is that so wrong? Why doesn't anybody else want that?
He sounds like he's about to cry, and it just hear him playing a video game, like a old video of Markiplier's. It's funny. I like it though. So yeah, I have high hopes for it. I think that they can do a good job with it, and judging from all the angles they got, somebody's really cool at and good at learning different angles for something so small, which you're gonna have to get really good at because you're literally taking this entire story in a box. Jigsaw did that, like Saw, the first Saw did that for the most part. Of course, there was chunks outside of the first room, but the majority of the movie took place in the one room, and just between them two characters. And you saw how well that did. So I have high hopes that this movie will be good. My only fault is, my only worry, actually, other than it being too long, is Marky himself. I love you, Marky Moo. I love you to death, and I've heard some of your voice acting before. It's not bad. The problem is that when you get a professional YouTuber and content creator as a actor instead of what they normally do, a lot of the stuff you hear that they made keeps coming up. Like, you hear Markiplier before you hear the character. You're just instantly like, oh, it's Markiplier, yay, Markamimu, yay, Markmoo. And it's like, yeah. So I'm hoping he can become a different person as playing a character, which a lot of content creators have a hard time doing. Now I have the exact opposite as a case study, and that would be, what's his name? Let me see. What was his name? Patrick Warburton. So Patrick's a good like facsimile. He's a good person to compare, because Patrick Warburton, he doesn't change his voice at all and plays so many different characters in his long career. You know, he's been Brock Sampson, Joe Swanson, Kronk. He's played a shit ton of characters. But the thing is that when I hear Kronk, I don't hear Joe Swanson. If I hear Joe Swanson, I don't hear Brock Sampson. The characters he plays, even though he doesn't change his voice much, are so vastly different because he's able to capture each and every one of these characters in a unique way that not many actors can do. And that's why Patrick Warburton is an excellent actor, because he can take these same characters or different characters and just make them stand out. Like the bee guy. Remember the bee guy from or the dude there, the boyfriend from the Bee movie? Yeah. You wouldn't confuse him for Joe Swanson. Oh no, I know he's already acted before. I know. He's been in Black Hat. He was a voice in Black Hat, the cartoon. I know he's been in other things too. And yes, this is his movie. This is 100% Markiplier's movie. Now, I'm not saying he's going to do a bad job. I'm just saying it's really hard. It's usually really hard to differentiate the content creator from their act. It happens all the time. Remember, what was the name of that game? Oh. Poppy's Playtime. Y'all remember Poppy's Playtime? I believe in chapter 2, you heard Jacksepticeye. Immediately, as soon as I heard Jack, I was like, oh, it's Jacksepticeye. I didn't hear anything else. I didn't hear the character he was playing. I just heard Jacksepticeye. When I heard Jacksepticeye in... what was that other horror game he's been in? There's been several. Oh, right, Bendy. Bendy and the Ink Machine. Yet again, as soon as I heard his voice, I'm like, oh, that's Jack. I don't hear the character he's playing. I just hear Jack. Hey, Jack. How's it going, Jack? Not this Jack, different Jack. You like jazz? So that's my one worry is that I'm hoping Markiplier pulls that out. Or pulls it off, not out. Also, I heard that Markiplier got married. Me playing Dispatch for real? Oh God.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm a superhero with a bad head. Let's do this shit.
Good for him. Which one? Good for Markiplier? Yeah, good for Markiplier. Me being like, oh, hey, that's Jack. Hey, there's Jack again.